So there's a very interesting letter that I want to just paraphrase because I think it's a tremendous insight. Now, obviously, death affects us all. You see someone that you love dies. As I said, an android's not going to console you, no matter how perfect it is. Just like, God forbid, one child dies, just because you have other children, that doesn't console you. You say, you know what, at least I have 8 out of 9. I mentioned that number because my uncle was killed in a car accident. My grandmother had 9 children. She didn't say, at least I have 8/9 of my family. It doesn't work that way. It's like one of the reporters, a journalist, once came to her and asked her, her name is Mrs. Lipsker, was my mother's mother's name, and says to her, how could you, it was a contemporary writer, how could you, 9 children, that's a lot of children, how do you spread the love to 9 children? It's a lot of children. So my grandmother responded to her, said, at first my grandmother, I remember when she said to her, she says, you probably never had children, right? Right. So you're asking me hypothetically. You'll have children, you'll understand. But let me give you my explanation. She said, love is not a mathematical equation. It's not like, let's say you have a cake. You can cut it into 9 pieces, and in 90 pieces, no one's going to get anything because it's just going to be not. That's a cake. That's a physical entity. Love is not a physical entity that you divide into 9 parts and give everyone 1/9 of the love. My grandmother gave the analogy of the sun. When the sun shines on Earth, it's reflected in the Atlantic Ocean, in the Pacific Ocean, just like it's reflected in 1 drop of water. So if you have 9 drops of water, is 1 drop going to have less of the sun than another? It doesn't work that way. Everyone gets the sun. That's how love works. And it really forces us to think in terms that there are things in life that are not commodities. We live in such a commodity-based society where we purchase things. And you have only money for that many things. And everything's measured by quantity. But there's a whole reality called quality. And quality does not work quite the same way. Love, if you have love, it's not like, oh, you know what, I ran out of love. Like your car ran out of gas. Nobody runs out of love. You may need to measure and discipline it for other reasons. But it's not like suddenly, oh, no, I have no more love inside me to give you. Is that possible? If you love somebody, you can give for all forever. And like a flame, think of a flame, using the example of a flame. A flame is the only entity that can light another flame without the first flame being diminished.